Nights like this, I wish.
Raindrops would fall. Nights like this,
I wish.
And if you don't know, that means my chest is clear. That means my lungs are clear. So as of right now, thank you. I'm not positive for coronavirus, and I hope that you aren't. But if you are, we love you anyway. We ride with you regardless. We here for you regardless, and we're gonna make it through together regardless. But I just want to show off my clear lungs really quickly. Having said that, JB, what's the name of the goddamn show?
Nigga, it's a pod named Kickback. A pod named Kickback. It's like a Tribe Called Quest.
You say the whole thing. Welcome to a special edition of a pod named Kickback, where you guys choose our topics, and as we do the introductions, think of your topics and type them in the live on Facebook so that we can read them and then choose what you say. And we got backup topics anyway, so if you guys get shy, we already know where we're going.
Yeah,
but you can choose. You can choose. Matter of fact, hold up. Let me tell all my family to get their black asses in the podcast. Hold up. We live, niggas. Hold up. We live, niggas with a Z. Hold on, with my Z. We live, niggas. Post your topics.
Yeah, it sounded like Snoop Dogg when he grabbed Wiz Khalifa's phone and Mac and Devin.
You know what I'm saying? Bitch.
It's one touch. It's coded in there. One touch.
I remember that. Oh man.
Speaking of great movies,
The Big, especially if you're a smoker.
Yeah, Quarantine and Chill, baby.
Oh,
I got a feeling D Nice is still in half our goddamn audience.
Well, it is what it is. He is doing the greatest social distancing party
on Earth.
ever conceived
on Earth.
So, no, we're gonna introduce each other.
Let's introduce the show. Welcome to a pod named Kickback, also known as the Black CNN, and the revolution will be televised. I'm No Breaks New, the righteous ratchet. If you throw it and it's not Corona, I'll catch it. If you got it and it's not Corona, I'll match it. Every Monday, if it's not Corona, we right back at it. I am the Black Savage.
Well put. Goodness gracious. What's up, y'all? It's JB Frank. I'm that gangster geek coming at you every Monday. Representing NWA, Nerds with Attitude. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope y'all are staying safe and healthy out there. Indeed.
And we got Bro. Tell me who he is.
yeah. Regular face, Jeremy from Germany. Let me put in a quick face real quick. I am not a robo.
Hey,
boom.
There it is.
He's a little close with social distancing.
Yeah. Notice how Noo's on the other end of the couch and Jeremy is way
over there.
We are
all the
practicing
way back here in
social
Germany.
Right.
Yeah.
Nicole is in the building. What, Nicole?
Yeah, again, social distancing. Hey, baby.
I love y'all, but not
didn't even get my hello hug and shit.
All hail the king for keeping his crown.
Jamie, you played disc golf yesterday, as a lot of y'all saw on our live. And hold up, didn't you have that pro right before that?
I had it right before it.
And then he took it.
Yeah, he took it right back.
Okay. And F, I don't know what F is doing. F out there acting like he got the corona. He ain't coming around. He just forfeited. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah. He don't
The
want no more.
rules are rules.
Yeah, he don't want no.
rules.
Well, he don't want no more of that ass whooping though. He's sick of coming back. He's sick of coming back and coming in third. He not even placing second.
No.
What up, Chris? And what up, Lee?
I gotta step up.
Yeah.
What up, everybody tuned in?
Yeah.
First of all, we're gonna have some fun tonight.
Goddamn right.
We are not going to be stressed out. I'm coming off of highs of partying with Red Essence.
Yes.
Partying with D-Nice.
Yes.
Michelle Obama. Ashanti. Oh, Curry Hilson had a little something she wanted to say to me on Instagram yesterday.
Excuse me?
She made a little sexy post, and I was like, ooh, Curry. It used to be my Ashanti before Ashanti. I'm going to talk about you in the podcast.
Oh, Lord.
And she was like, yeah, talk about it. So Curry Hilson, I just want to let you know, we all know how I feel about Ashanti.
Yeah, I guess.
You were probably the first Ashanti. So Curry, when this Corona shit over, I'm going to lick your butt. Just want to put that out there. So, anyway, moving on to important topics. What up, old gun? Peace a lot. Let's see what we got going on. I'm very happy y'all are tuned in. And I want you guys to create the topics for us. What I'll do right now is I'm going to talk about D-Nice and the Red Essence party. And I want y'all to type in the comments what you want us to talk about next. So when we're done talking about this social media, social distancing partying, we can attack what y'all want us to attack next.
Right.
So, having said that, while you're watching, type in your topics, and we're going to get to them. Whether it's the coronavirus, whether it's threesomes and sex, whether it's the next election between Biden and Bernie, or if you want to talk about the Weeknd's album, or if you want to talk about whatever,
all of that.
You want us to simulate some NBA stats and shit, we'll do that too. So you type it in and we'll talk about it.
I mean,
but right now,
too. It's called PS4.
Exactly, and we will simulate. So while y'all are typing that, I'm gonna go into last night. I was at club. I went to 2 parties last night. I went to the Go-Go to see Red Essence, and I went to the club to party with DJ D-Nice, Michelle Obama, Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders,
Everybody.
Bobby Brown, Ronnie DeVoe, No Break Snoop was in there.
Rihanna.
Yeah, Rihanna, Kerry Washington, everybody. Kevin Hart, like everybody was there, and my section was lit. This is my section, and I had Michelle Obama right there, I had Ashanti right there, I was right here, Curry Hilson was right there, Beyonce was here, Michelle and Kelly, and Hope was the bartender. I'm letting y'all know. So, having said all of that, we gotta get into the big one. Pause. DJ D-Nice on Instagram Live. Yeah. He went 9 hours straight of playing the old school, the new school, the mix in between. He did a Kenny Rogers set. Rest in peace, Kenny Rogers.
Yes.
He did a Kenny. Gotta know when to hold them. What is it? Know when to hold them.
It's actually the other record.
Holding the phone.
You got to know when to hold them.
Break it down, JB.
Come on.
Know when to fold them.
Damn it.
Know when to walk
What?
away. Know when to run.
What?
You never count your money.
Hey.
While you're sitting at the table.
Hey.
Time enough for counting.
Yeah.
When the dealing's done.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite songs of all time. I remember that nigga, they sang that shit on the Muppets. That was like the greatest Muppets episode ever. Yeah, that shit was dope.
Oh,
anyway, yeah. Taking me back, old memories of Kenny Rogers, man. He was like the king of the 80s back in the day, man.
Yeah.
Every like corny ass 80s white movie had a Kenny Rogers song in it.
Now they got a Weeknd song.
Well, pretty much.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
The Weeknd's album sounds like 80s montage movie shit.
Right.
But we'll get to that.
Sound like Teen Wolf and shit.
Right.
Oh, man.
Shout out to DJ D-Nice, the TR-808.
No
For
doubt.
those who don't know who he is, they're like, I wonder why this D-Nice guy is making this. He was part of Boogie Down Productions. Remember a couple of days ago, I was telling y'all I was listening to KRS-One Non-Stop. D-Nice was part of that. His AKA was the TR-808. The 808 is the big bass drum.
Mm-hmm.
So his nickname was the big bass drum because he could beatbox and it would sound like it was a real drum.
Mm-hmm.
And D-Nice, the TR 808, held it the fuck down, had 100,000 people. Today he had reached 104,000 last night was the peak, and already today he was at 136,000. CNN did an article on him. I posted about it. You know when I post, it's better than CNN.
Black CNN right here.
Yeah, Black CNN, damn it.
Come on.
There we go.
A Teen Wolf, Teen Witch, great terrible soundtracks.
Yep. Dun, 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 dun.
Man, but it was a party. I'm not gonna lie. This is my section, my VIP section. I was in here eating steak and crab legs.
Hey, what's up, cuz?
Eating
Thanks for
myself
joining
friends.
us.
Hey, what up, Les? and I know Francisco watching too, and the kids. So shout out to the family. Love y'all. So shit, I was in my section right here, drinking and eating nice food, and I was listening to the music on my Harman Kardon speaker, and then I just got up and started dancing. I would say he put on New Edition. If it is in love, I'm like, oh shit. This motherfucker, he did it. Then he put on, I get weak in the knees. I was like, oh, my ankle. I get weak in the ankle. Oh shit. And he was like, Oprah's in the building. I was like, Oprah. Who you trying to lock up?
Right.
Who the black man you coming after? My man's fired. What you want Gail doing?
Yeah, let me step back
Yeah,
from
all right.
Ashanti.
I tell Ellen DeGeneres, she's like, Oprah here, do something. White privilege, do it. Make something happen. Why is she here?
Oprah, let me buy you a drink, babe.
Right. And Kevin Hart came in trying to buy out the bar. I was like, what? Let me get that Tito's. All right, Kevin, go ahead and do what you do. Yeah, Shanti, I got you.
This guy.
Here we go.
So it was a good time, and it was amazing, and it was a worldwide movement, and we love that.
Yes.
But I want to talk about another party that happened last night.
Yes,
That
please.
didn't get the
The one
same
I
fanfare.
attended.
Yeah, Red Essence
R.E.
live go-go
Goddamn
event
right.
on Facebook, not Instagram, but Facebook, and that shit was literally like a family reunion.
Yeah.
Because in that one, you get to see, you know, in all of them, you can see who's in. So-and-so just enters. So, oh, that's my nigga, that's my nigga. But on Ray Essence, it was all my DC folks.
Yes.
And it was like a family reunion.
Yes.
I was sitting there like, oh, Karen Beverly up in here? Okay.
Yeah.
Ian Mom and Daddy in here? Okay.
Yeah.
And then I started seeing like people that work from DC.
Right.
You know, because I reposted it so you could hit it from my page. And I'm like, what is Shanti doing in here?
Right.
She must come to see me. Yeah, I know she was coming to see me. And Curry Hilson came in. I was like, oh, Miss Curry, baby. Came to the go-go to see old No Brace New. Okay. Work the walls.
Yeah, that was great. That was great. Brought back some memories. Brought back like Carol back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Going up there to the old go-go. Except for thanks to social distancing, nobody got stabbed or shot this time. It was
And we didn't get the freak. In my mental mind, we was freaky. When they put on Work the Walls, in my mental mind, I was against the wall, and I had like Ashanti just like, just put, you know the espresso to put the hot dog in the bun?
yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah. In case you didn't understand the metaphor, he gave you the visual too.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
they
the
understood
visual.
it.
Play by play.
Right, like doing a little too much, but
Door in the butt.
Yeah.
That's not the word. That's not the word. It's doing the butt.
yeah.
It could be doing her in the butt. Do her in the butt.
Oh, Lord,
Internet.
this guy.
This guy. All right, never mind. Moving on.
Irreverent. This guy.
Chris said, is it even a go-go if nobody's shooting at the end? Well, somebody got shot. Somebody did get shot. He did a Kurt Cobain. They killed himself.
Oh, Lord.
man.
Oh,
This
sorry.
guy.
My bad. I've been in containment. What do you expect? Okay, I'll say it one more time. If you're watching us live, you should be picking the next topic
Please.
If you don't type in the comments what the next topic should be, I'm just gonna pick some shit.
Yeah, we don't want that because who knows what this motherfucker
News, news.
Yeah, like, who knows what's gonna happen? Yeah, please help us out.
No shit, Kristen said we all said doing it in the butt at some point. So I didn't make that up. Everybody was saying that shit. Doing it in the butt. And ladies love anal orgasm, fellas, just so you know.
Well, no.
And I this is a fact. I talked to them.
Yeah,
they told me. I have insider information. It's like insider trading. I have insider information, fellas.
Oh, Lord.
They really love that orgasm.
He's in a completely
That anal
different
orgasm
market.
they do love. Okay, shows we're watching. So we'll go right into our Netflix and chill segment.
Yeah, yeah. Might as well call it quarantine and chill.
Yeah, quarantine and chill.
Yeah,
So I'll
isolated.
let's do this. We'll all name one. Name it and give a brief description, and then we'll just keep going around.
Okay.
So the first one I'll speak to is one I think is very abstract, nobody knows about. It's Dave. It is a show by Little Dicky, the rapper. Executive produced by Kevin Hart's Heartbeat Productions on FX Hulu. So you gotta have a Hulu or FX, I believe, to watch it. And it's about him as a rapper. I think it's about his life. But there are twists and turns. It's not really focused on the celebrity side, but more the personal side. And Lil Dicky is a funny rapper. I mean, his rap name is Little Dicky, which is because every rapper brags about everything. And his name is I Have a Little Dick. So it's kind of like the opposite of what rappers do. And his videos have been the most entertaining over the last 5 years. And now he has a TV show, a comedy, with Kevin Hart at the helm. And it's really fucking good. They talk about a lot of funny shit, a lot of uncomfortable conversation, a lot of did they just say that, a lot of did they just do that, a lot of Seinfeld-esque humor, but hip-hop still.
Nice.
I mean, they're only like 4 episodes deep so far, and I watched all 4 yesterday. It's like a half-hour comedy, and I really, really, really like the direction of the show. The episodes have been good. I haven't seen greatness, but I expect it to evolve into something fucking amazing. So I'm giving this the ultimate stamp. Dave on FX Hulu is, I'm saying that's the sleeper show of the year. Get hip.
Yeah, Les loves Dave. She just commented. That's dope. For me, Black Lightning season 3 is now out on Netflix. So I'm gonna start out with that one, dude.
Okay.
Black Lightning season 3. It is dope. I don't want to kill it for those of you who want to binge watch seasons 1 and 2. They are relatively short seasons, I believe, like 13-ish episodes, something like that. So you can get through them through binge watching. It is about a black superhero in the DC world. DC universe, I should say, and he is the guardian of a city called, I think,
Freedomville,
Freedom
Town,
yeah.
something.
And so, Freedom is basically like Harlem, or it's like a black community, and he's the savior of this community. He is a family man, he is a school principal, but he is also a superhero. It is a dope show about black community and black superheroes and the unique dichotomy of being a black man yet being a superhero in America. It's a wonderful, wonderful show. I highly recommend doing season 1 and 2, but season 3 is out for those of you who will watch it before.
So pretty much you got 3 seasons. Everybody, ain't no reason.
Yeah,
Rewatch.
and I'll tell you, I watched season 1 and 2, and I love season 1 and 2. I didn't watch season 3 live, but season 3 is now on Netflix. So I will go back and finish or begin season 3. I love the show. It reminded me of, what was the show, the Marvel show with the black guy, Luke Cage.
Yeah.
It was like a black superhero like
Yeah.
Luke Cage, but didn't get canceled. So I am looking forward to season 3, JB.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. What you got, Jeremy?
New one which is on Netflix is called Kingdom.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a good
Not
one.
gonna kill much about it, but it's pretty much about a king.
About how he grasped
His kingdom
and his advisors and everything's trying to understand of how he had ripped everything and how he acquired what he had did. He's little, I guess I would say, questionable on his actions. But while all this is still going on, there's a plague going on around in the land and everything.
It's
I'll
like
put it-
Asian.
It's an Asian movie.
Okay.
It's
What's a movie or a
No,
series?
it's a series. There's 2 seasons.
Okay.
Each episode is an hour long, pretty much.
Okay.
But while they're trying to solve their inside issues, there's also outside issues going on, and their outside issues. It's a plague, so let's just they look like zombies.
It's a plague.
It's a plague, and
Oh,
once
I
that's
thought you were saying a play like a.
Oh no! A plague.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
once
This
that's
is real shit. This is real life
The
shit.
ones that's affected by
That's
the
some
plague.
Atlanta shit.
The ones that's affected by the plague, they look like zombies, and they are coming in like, what's it remind me of?
The Walking Dead.
Remember, like
Game
Game
of
of Thrones?
When all them.
It's like
all
the
them-
White Walkers.
All them
Yeah,
White Walkers
yeah,
are coming
yeah,
in.
yeah,
That's what
yeah.
that shit look like.
Yeah.
But like,
I think I caught an episode of that in the first. God, how many seasons
It's
is it?
2 seasons.
Yeah, I think I caught an episode
Yeah.
of the first season.
it's. I'm not gonna kill much about it, but it looks real good, and it's quite enjoyably fun watching.
Okay.
It's back in the time period. There's no weapons or everything. It's fucking swords. It's pretty fucking dope.
Okay. I'll definitely check out The Kingdom.
Yeah,
Um,
good martial arts in that one too.
Oh yeah.
Let me think of what else I've been watching.
Well, hold
I
up.
just watched.
So we just gotta. Les wants to talk about
Yeah.
a documentary.
I did see that.
Okay.
We'll get to that.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
All American.
Mm.
I'm late to All American, but All American is pretty good. This is a football story about a high school kid from the hood that gets bused to a school in Beverly Hills to play, and all of his challenges. But there is so much backstory and so many side stories. I'm not gonna mention any of it. I'm just gonna say I'm 3 episodes in, and I was told by several people to watch it. This is excellent TV. Like, I don't want to give you anything else than what I told you.
That's
I know you're
how
like,
it is.
wait a minute, you didn't tell me anything. I'm not interested. It's great, but if I tell you anything else, I'm gonna ruin it. So I can't give you details. So I'm not being a dick. I'm not trying to sell you on bullshit. I'm telling you, it's great. But if I tell you why it's great, I'm gonna ruin it. Watch All American.
I hear that. It is. I mean, I saw the preview for it, the little trailer jump for it, and it does look like an amazing show. Kind of like the program meets Any Given Sunday kind of thing.
Yeah, but so much more.
I would
so
imagine
much
so.
more.
I would imagine so.
Kristen said she binge watched it in one night.
Yo.
Season 1 in one night. So I don't want to ruin anything. It's a young black dude from the hood that gets busted to Beverly Hills to play football. All that entails, but it's so much more. And I won't ruin it. But if you're going to trust me, trust me. This is when you trust me. Like, if you're going to take that chance, this is when you take it.
Grab me one of the mics like this out of that.
What else? What other shows we watch? Oh, and Tate Diggs is on there. The girl who played in Empire, which Nicole is watching. Gray Z, whatever her name was, the lesbian girl rapper. She's a main character in the show. It's pretty good. What boy from the Wire? I ain't seen no nigga from the Wire in that show. You tripping? Well, I'm tripping. I don't know. Somebody tripping. Peaky Blinders, we talked about a few times. I have finally watched Peaky Blinders to the point where I'm like, I'm in. I was watching this shit with CC, so I'm in. Peaky Blinders is another good one. Y'all got any shows? What else y'all got?
Yeah. On Netflix, another good one is A Letter to the King, and this is kind of like set. Set in a fantasy world, but it's kind of like a teenager's kind of.
Jeremy got hype on this.
Yeah, that John is great.
Yeah.
So
It
it's
was
set
in the back of my mind. I was like, what the fuck was the other fucking kingdom kind of shit? He got it. He fucking got it.
Set in a teenage, like these teenagers are trying to become knights in this kingdom, and one of them gets sent on a special quest. But the thing about this guy, and this is the only thing I'm going to say about the show, he is black, basically. He's the one black dude who's like an outcast in this world. And the thing about the black people in this world is they were supposed to be the ancient race of men who were like all powerful and all wise, kind of like the elves were in like the Hobbit world or whatever, like the old immortals who had magic and grace and understood the way of the world and all of that.
Yeah.
And the white people killed them all off and massacred them. So the show has that undercurrent inside of its plot. So it's really about this kid being accepted and finding a place inside of this society that has ostracized his people and what he goes through. So it's really dope.
That's what's up. Let's say Francisco watching that jump. And Christian said she likes the sound of this. Like this sounds like a good show. Before we jump into documentaries for let's is there anything else we're watching? 50 Cent show For Life is still, it's been pretty consistent. I am going to go through Ozark. The new season of Ozark comes out next weekend.
Yeah.
So I need to rewatch season 1 and 2 because we tried to talk about it on the show, and I was like, yeah. And then they did this, and they jumped off the buildings, and he was like, nobody ever jumped off a building. What are you talking about, man? I'm like, no, I thought you were on the building. He's like, I was never on the building. I was like, oh shit, I need to rewatch this show. I know it's Jason Bateman, but obviously I don't remember it that well.
Right.
So I'm gonna rewatch that. There are a few dating reality shows. There's another version of The Circle. There's another. There's not Love at First Sight, but there's some other versions of these shows on Netflix specifically. That if you're into that reality dating shit, there's like first date show, whatever that's called. I don't remember. But you go on a date and they videotape the date, and people seem to be really into those shows. So Netflix has a shit ton of those. Hulu has a show with Kerry Washington and the white girl that everybody know. I don't remember her name, but the one that everybody know, her. You looked good.
There's quite a few white women that everybody know.
Yeah, Circle, Love is Blind. Yeah, those. B-Stars. I don't know what that is. 90 Day Fiance. That's what JB talked about doing. He wanted to go on that show and meet a 90 Day Fiance. He had told me in German this like 2 weeks ago.
No, not interested in any 90 Day Fiancés. Thank you very much.
Okay, so JB is doing the show. So if you watch it, you will see him.
Really?
News.
I'm like, really, dog? Like, really? Okay, buddy. Always volunteering in this.
I'm just saying, it's something you're interested in. All right, so
I'm gonna get you out in this world.
That's right, damn it. So for Les, our cousin Les, let's get into documentaries. And I know JB been watching 80 billion documentaries. I'll say my one documentary because I only watched one over the last week. I know JB got 20, and Jeremy he probably got 22. But I watched, there's a show, American Gangster, or Gangsters of America, whatever it is, on Netflix.
I've heard of that one.
And I watched the Frank Lucas version episode.
Ooh.
And, we all saw the movie American Gangster. And watching this, it showed about, what he did and what his cousins, the Country Boys, did. And how they weren't always working together. And how they kind of fucked each other up. And how that task force worked to bring them down. And it was good. It was good.
Okay.
To see how black men in that point of time cut out the middleman, went straight to Colombia, got the drugs, skipped the mafia, being bigger than the mob. it was niggas bigger than the mob in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Like, nigga, we were like, I know Frank Lucas wound up snitching in the end to get his family out of jail. And I'm not saying that's an excuse. I'm just speaking the facts. But to know that he was bigger than the mob.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta look at what he did.
It makes me feel good.
Yeah. Let's see here. Documentaries. There are quite a few for me. I'll do this. I'll give you a YouTube documentary series that's kind of fun, and then I'll give you a regular one on Netflix. That's actually not a series. Well, actually, no, it is a series. The Untold Story.
Well, hold on, JB. While JB's going to give you those 2 documentaries, I want to remind you guys, you run the show. So while he's telling you all of this, you need to be coming up with our next topic. So we're waiting. So JB's going to break all of this down. Jeremy's going to go. And by the time we're done, we expect to have our next topic in the comments. So please do your part and give us our next topic. So JB.
Okay. So the untold history of the United States of America. This was written and directed by Oliver Stone. It's available on Netflix. I've actually mentioned this before on the show, but it's worth mentioning again because it is so rich in information. And Oliver Stone is known for doing his detailed research on any films that he creates, especially his documentaries. And this documentary goes in on the United States of America. It talks about how crazy we were after we dropped the bomb at the end of World War II, and literally, frankly, how eager we were to do it again. Hiroshima and Nagasaki. But then it talks about how willing we were to do it again. How advisors kept having to talk the President Truman, out of using the bomb again, repeatedly. Like, no, you don't want to do it. Like, no, you don't want to do it.
Yeah. Okay, I have a question. I don't hear a lot about Truman. Was he what level of president was he? Was he a good president, a great president, or a bad president?
He was absolutely not a good president, in my opinion. He was actually a horrible president, in my opinion. What we've learned, they touch on this in the documentary. I'll just mention it briefly. We did not need to drop the atomic bomb on Japan in order to win World War II. No. That is a rumor, a lie that was spread as an excuse for dropping the bomb on World War II. The fact is that Japan was practically out of the war by the time we dropped the bomb. We didn't drop the bomb on Japan for Japan. We dropped the bomb on Japan for Russia. That's
Christian
just
said he was on Trump 1. Is that?
Very close to accurate. Yeah. He was fucking horrible. And
I feel really a way about that. Both of y'all know this and I don't. I'm sitting here like, what's the answer? And y'all like, oh yeah. I'm like, oh. Sorry. I don't know. What up, F is tuned in.
Hey.
I'm going to cuss you out tonight or tomorrow and just expect it coming. Probably call F. I'm like, F, you good? Everything straight? Yeah. I'm calling you right back. So yeah, F, I'm giving your fucking shit. But love you, glad you're safe, glad you're good, glad the family's good. And thanks for watching. I'm still gonna cuss you out, nigga.
While you're on here, you can give us some topics too.
Yeah, while you on, give us a topic, F.
Yeah.
How about that?
How about that? Number 2 documentary, real quick, and this one is on YouTube.
You didn't say social distancing.
Whatever.
Okay.
Remember that Old Dirty Bastard record where he was like, this is so bad, but he was like, you fuck the bitch I fuck, and you got AIDS. I ain't saying I got it, but nigga, if I got it, you got it. And it didn't rhyme. He just said that in the middle of a song. And I was like, everybody was like, ODB, what's going on? Talk to me, brother. Yeah. That's how I feel about me. That's how I feel about F. Like, I ain't saying I got it, but if I got Corona, you got it.
Yeah, It's pretty much no avoiding that shit at this point.
Yeah, that song is called Rawhide. It is on ODB's first album. And we all know ODB was crazy. He said all crazy shit. Rest in peace, ODB, we love you. But when he was like, fuck it, and then you fucked it, you got AIDS. I ain't saying I got it. It was the cool thing to say.
No, not at all.
It was like, what's up with ODB?
Why is he talking about
crazy?
Yeah.
Like, what the
Did I
hell?
hear this correctly?
But it was so crazy. It was brilliant. And it was just like, yo. So rest in peace, ODB, man. One of my favorites. But that line had everybody like, yo, you fucking up the music. What are you talking about? Like, wait a minute, ODB. No.
All right, y'all.
Rest in peace, ODB. But let's get back to it.
Number 2.
We got some comments here.
Go ahead.
Kingmaker documentary apparently is good.
Yeah, that
According to
is.
last, talk about these dumb motherfuckers still gathering and partying, how they've literally slowing down in recovery. Yeah, okay, that'll be next. And we got a couple other topics. They talked about how the internet people is outlaws and you guys actually think this is the start of martial law. Do y'all want to go continue with the documentaries? JB, did you get your documentaries out yet?
I still have one more real quick.
Go ahead.
I'll bring this up. It's on YouTube. It's actually really funny. It's done by an Australian dude named Mark Bishop, but it's called 10 Things You Didn't Know. And he talks about the 10 things you didn't know about certain movies, like the 10 things you didn't know about Teen Wolf, the 10 things you didn't know about Darkman, and he rips through like all of these old movies.
10 things you didn't know about Debbie Does Dallas.
I don't know that he goes into Debbie Does
didn't
Dallas.
know?
Nah,
He
I
should've
didn't.
been
And, for example, did you know that the movie Die Hard was actually based off of a book?
I didn't know that.
I did
Right.
because of that.
Yeah. Little factoids like that are great. Like Mars Attacks was actually based off of a comic book, dumb shit like that. But he does it for all of the old movies, like all of them. So it's a really good thing. They're usually
That's on
sometimes-
YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. Yeah, it's really neat.
All right, I need you to post those in our Facebook group so people can reach out to them and find them.
Yep.
I don't look as slim as I want to look. Hold on, let me hold my stomach. Now I look slim. Hey, everybody. Hey, Curry Hilson. All right, hold on. So, let's see what topics they gave us. They gave us... Oh, Jeremy, did you have anything?
I'll just state out too, Mac Millions, that's on Hulu, and How It's Made.
Oh yeah, that's a great one.
That's
That's a
awesome.
great
How
one.
it's made?
How It's Made. It just shows on specifically household items or just everything, cars, appliances, TVs, gear.
Chocolate. Yeah.
Everything on the
That's on
product.
Netflix? Or YouTube? Hulu.
No. Mac Millions is on Hulu. How It's Made is on Netflix.
What's the first one?
Mac Millions.
Mac Millions.
Yes, that is believed to be about like McDonald's and how they acquire all their money.
Okay, there was a documentary on McDonald's that showed how the Kroc brothers got roughed out of McDonald's. That's on Netflix. I haven't seen it, but I've been told that's excellent. And the second one
is How It's Made.
How It's Made. That is on Netflix.
Yes,
Okay. I'd be interested in that.
Yes.
To see how
Like,
some shit is
yeah.
made.
like
His
is about movies.
How It's Made.
Is we'll talk about the cameras and how it's made.
Literally, like
Okay.
they take you into the factories and
Yeah.
shit. I've seen that one
Yeah.
too.
It's pretty good.
They show how the pocket pussy made.
And
There's another series, real
Yeah.
sex shows you.
yeah.
There's another documentary series that shows you how a pocket pussy is made.
Alright, cool.
That's
That's
one of the
one,
more
that's
advanced
one.
series of real
Yeah.
sex. There is a series for that too. I watch a lot of documentaries.
All
It's
right.
the best. It's the best.
Well, let's go here right now. DJ D Nights is at 145,000. But I'm glad you could have been anywhere in the world and you chose to be live with us, or you're watching this on Monday and whatever. But we appreciate you. Kick back, girls! And I do that with extra pride, not to be a dick, but just that I'm happy that it at least seems I'm symptom free. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what the fuck is going on, just like y'all don't. And I'm watching everything I do and everything everybody else does, just like you. And I'm keeping my social distance and trying to be responsible. But I do feel like I am in perfect health.
Yeah.
And but I'm not operating that way. I am operating like I'm contagious. So I'm keeping my distance. I'm taking vitamins. I am,
Say that again so everybody can hear that. That is perfectly put.
I'm keeping my distance. I'm taking my vitamins. I'm taking extra vitamins. I am eating specific fruits and vegetables, oranges, spinach. For me particularly, my iron is low. My iron has been low since last year. So I'm doing things to make sure my iron isn't as low, and I'm increasing my vitamin C intake. It's just what I know to do. I'm not a genius. I'm not the science expert. I am just doing what I know, what I've been fortunate enough to learn to do.
Hey, Shmee Joy! What's up, Shmee?
What up, Shmee? Hold on. And how come my nephew ain't hit me today so we can play 2K? I hit you last night about that. And if Elijah watching with you, it's your dad at fault. We were supposed to play. Like, I love any opportunity that I can kick it with my nieces and nephews. Y'all know I don't have any kids. My nieces and nephews are my kids, and I am blessed to be able to be in the Uncle New position with JB and with Jeremy and with Shmee and with F and everybody else. And shout out to the Dawsons. Y'all know Kayla is my fucking daughter, which is really my niece, but y'all know how I talk about my niece's daughter. And I am just, I'll say this, I don't have any kids, but I have been blessed to be in the lives of some wonderful children that are not regular kids, that are special, and I don't take it lightly, and I love it, and I thank you, and I thank you, and I thank all of our family that have let me play a role, because I want to play the role, but y'all could have been like, no, you can't play it. You know what I'm saying? So I am very, very happy that I can play that role to so many kids. And it just makes me feel fucking super. I know I got on my punk ass shit, but it just makes me
It was just a
very
little
happy.
emotional. I wouldn't have characterized that as punk, but definitely emotional. It's okay to get you got a little emotional. It's alright. These things happen.
Yeah.
Shmee jumped on and you got all gushy and shit. It's
Man, not for Shmee, nigga.
I don't know. I'm just noticing the coincidence. Motherfucker.
No, it's because I'm supposed to be.
Facebook went crazy.
It's running me to kill me.
Yeah.
I got like, I love
And likes and shit. Right. That was funny as shit. I looked up and saw
I saw it too.
Like, oh, poor you been quarantined too long. No, I love the kids. Uncle New love the kids, goddammit. Tired of y'all.
Oh, man.
But I do, man. And Shmee, we gotta get this game going with Elijah, because that's how we gonna bond. And that do mean something to me, goddammit. I hate y'all teasing me about this. But, it is what it is. I'm soft. I can't help it. What else? We're going into, the question was, how do we feel about this and the potential of going into martial law?
Okay. That's right.
Jeremy, I'll go to you first. So the idea of where we are and with the shutdowns and it's leading to a potential martial law. Do you believe it? Do you agree with it? Do you think this is over-exaggeration by
I
regular
would
people?
say take it as with your common sense. For quarantine with the coronavirus, even if you are infected, act like you are, And with this whole martial law thing, I wouldn't say ignore it completely. I would say pay attention to it. There are patterns and there are routines and there are processes that you can connect to and pay attention to. Just because you see something and you don't quite believe it doesn't mean you shouldn't pay attention to it. So keep your eye. I always keep my eyes open. I always like to be well prepared for almost anything. Even throughout this whole thing, earlier I was talking about like even getting like power boxes because I planned way ahead because everybody's like losing their fucking jobs and stuff. So I went like ahead like, damn, what about Georgia Power? Are they still gonna fucking come out? What about Xfinity? Where's my fucking Wi-Fi? Damn, well I'm glad to do it. Like, well, prepare my ass for this shit and stuff. And then all this martial law. Well, damn, now I'm glad to really like barricade my shit and get some stock up on some weapons and maybe, but I'm not gonna over exaggerate with that kind of stuff. I'm still gonna pay attention and slightly kind of prepare for myself for it.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it doesn't happen, I still got supplies and protective gear that will still last me for not even myself, but my family also. It's not gonna go anywhere, but it'll still be there in the back.
I hear that.
Factory. JB, your thoughts on this martial law? Is it happening? Is it real? What do you do? Just give us the whole spiel.
Believe it or not, I think that whether or not we get to a place where they have to declare martial law depends upon us, the people, and our ability to maintain civility and order. Martial law is typically declared in situations when people can't be trusted to manage their own personal behavior.
Florida beaches.
Yeah.
So when people are doing dumb shit like gathering anyway when they're not supposed to, or people are doing dumb shit like fighting over toilet paper in grocery stores.
Yeah.
When people are doing dumb shit like trying to gang up on people or rob people coming out of grocery stores. I'm not saying that that's happening now. I'm just following the progression of what happens when there's a scarcity in supply. That is what could lead to martial law. So guys, really understand that we are at a tipping point here in terms of the way our society is functioning. If we can't maintain civility, then in my opinion, martial law will happen. They're already starting to line up National Guard stations in strategic locations, in my opinion, just in case, to keep it real with you. So don't say, oh no, this is ridiculous, this could never happen. If we don't keep our fucking cool, then it's not an if or a maybe. It will happen. It depends on us, people, kickbackers, America, the world. It depends on us. If we keep our heads screwed on straight, then there won't be a need for martial law. It's just that simple.
Factory, I agree with 100% with both of you guys said. Kristen say, I agree with the dude on screen. So, Jeremy, she's talking about you. I agree with that dude that's on screen we can't see. He right.
Thank you.
I don't believe in the righteousness of the government at all. That's not what I'm saying at all.
Okay, so you responded.
Yeah, I don't believe in that at all. I believe that if we give them an excuse, then they will do it. That's what I'm saying. So
full advantage of it because they can.
Well, and martial law isn't really an advantageous thing. You got to understand what it does to the economy. Even though the economy is struggling right now, martial law makes it 1,000,000 times worse. Martial law is not something that the government wants to do.
Is the economy struggling right now?
Yes.
Because we're all buying up all the toilet tissue. So are we not flooding the economy right now? This is a question. Forgive my ignorance, but I am literally asking a question because we're buying stores can't stay stocked. So is the economy struggling?
Yes, the economy is struggling because the economy is not making money. The economy is spending the money that it has right now, for lack of a better term. Like, people are being put out of work.
Let me ask you a question, JB. So the struggle or success of the economy is not based on what's spent. It's based on what's earned.
It is based on what is earned and what is spent. And right now we are spending without earning. So we can't maintain our spending. Right?
It's like the demand is overpowering the spending.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's a supply, but yeah. So
Well,
go ahead.
traditionally, supply and demand is about the demand being greater than the supply, right?
Yeah, but we're talking about economic stability and economic growth.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if you keep spending without additional supply being added to the model, then that drives prices up. And we talked before about inflation and the risk of inflation. That is still very, very real. And it's getting worse because now the government is talking about doing stupid shit like writing checks for everybody instead of buying motherfuckers food and feeding people. We're going to write people a check so that they can go out and spend money on whatever the fuck.
Dumb shit.
People aren't going to spend all of their money on what they need to be spending that
The
money
problem will
on.
now be ours.
Yeah, and it's going to
But-
drive prices up even higher, which causes
Would you
even greater
prefer
problems.
the government provided supplies as opposed to putting the money in our hands?
Absolutely.
Do
Absolutely.
you say that for the country or for you?
I say that for the country.
Yeah.
I say that for the country.
But you would do the right thing.
If I were given money, or
In general, this based on this theory, we have the option of getting a certain amount of money or them giving us shit. If they gave you a certain amount of money, you're confident that you would do the right thing?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not, because it's still money. Like,
Okay. What about
I mean,
you, Jeremy?
I look at it as I fucking have like a fucking $1 million or this $1,000 that they're giving me. It's pretty fucking useless when I can't spend it in a fucking store that has nothing in there.
Hey sis, my sis just came on. Hey Didi,
Nice.
how you doing?
What up, Dion? So I do want to ask, kind of to the side, how do you guys think you've managed this crisis? Like over the last, let's call it, week or two. Like with me personally, I was very responsible. At first, I was piecemealing shit. Like, oh, I need this. I'm gonna get this one thing. I need this. I'm gonna get these two things. I need this. I'm gonna get these three things. And then when I had, more money, of course, I went in stores that had more supply. I went and bought, larger portions. And I feel really good about it. But I did go yesterday because I had crab legs and steak. Like, I have a shit ton of canned goods, a shit ton of responsible food. But I wanted to have some good meals, a couple. And I went and got, my crab legs and my steak. And I was like, I'm going to have one good meal Saturday. That's going to be my quarantine. And they had D-Nice playing and Red Essence. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do it on Saturday. And then I didn't have Old Bay seasoning. I'm like, fuck. I got to have Old Bay seasoning for my crab legs. Then I went to the store. And then the store had some other things that I did on there. And y'all got some more water in. Oh, you got some more little turkey sandwich breakfast things in. And I went to get a $3 bottle of Old Bay, and I spent $40 because of what I saw the grocery store actually had poured in. And I was like, why did I do this? I need to stop spending money. But I spent more than I needed to probably. Because JB, you can attest. I asked JB, my big bro, I was like, how I'm looking? I got my shit straight. And JB went to the cabinets and the refrigerator and was like, good job, nigga. I was like, all right, bet. But I still bought some frivolous shit.
Yeah, I don't think you can really be super mad at yourself for buying small frivolous shit at this point. I would say as long as you're careful with your frivolities. If your frivolities are some extra breakfast sandwiches, that's not the end of the world. If your frivolity is, you went and bought, the last 4 iPads in Best Buy for your family so that you and your kids could have something to binge watch shows on, then probably wasn't a good idea, because the other thing is that credit is now being eased up now. A lot of credit cards are dropping their interest rate to 0% until 2022. They are, again, don't take my word for it. Do a study on what happens in crisis situations with hyperinflation. Look at what happened in Germany after World War I. Look at what happened in Germany after World War II. Look at what happened in the United States during the fuel embargo in the 1970s. There are so many different instances where we find ourselves in a crisis situation, and the natural progression is for inflation to happen, which is why you don't need to be spending your money like crazy right now, because by doing so, you are only going to increase the motility of money and thus increase the potential risk for inflation. Stockpile your money, buy essential things, keep the essential bills turned on that they're threatening to turn off, because they're not going to threaten to turn off everything. They're not cutting off your power. They're not cutting off your water. They're not cutting off your gas. Period. They're not. Right? So maybe that's a little bit of bread.
Is that nationwide, or is that?
I know it's in the state of Georgia. I don't know about nationwide.
So I'll kick back in Georgia.
Research,
we know that's true. In your particular town, I would ask you to do some research. That's it.
Just and that's a very good point, and thank you for adding that clarification, because I would say just monitor your spending.
Because we got people in Uganda listening. We're number 3 in Uganda today.
I
you get my text?
Of course I saw it. Of course I saw it.
So everybody in Uganda watching.
What was that, like 27 in the U.S. or some shit like that?
So we're just speaking on what we know.
Right.
Do your own research, because we would never want to lead you in the wrong direction.
Our environment is different than yours.
Yeah. Shout out to our people in Uganda. Ungawa, Black Power. You feel me?
There it is. Yeah. What's up with some more topics, y'all?
Some more topics.
Well, I mean, they keep talking about what we talking about. They're not.
I agree. I don't agree.
We appreciate the feedback, but your homework kickback was to give us something to talk about today. Because, Newell will just be up here making up some shit.
I'll be like, JB was fucking Susan Sarandon, and then I'll make some shit up.
Susan Sarandon?
She'll be like your type.
She old enough to be my mother, nigga. That chick like
old white
72 years old or something.
Italy can't be ignored. Our president idolizes tyrants. Okay, she's laid off for 1 week. 1 week into the pandemic, because the hotel went from sold out for the next 2 months to having 50 rooms per night booked for airlines who are dwindling. It is rough. I know it is rough for a lot of our what do we call them? Social workers.
Well, I would say travel and leisure.
Travel and leisure.
Or service workers, if you will.
Service workers. And we feel you. I don't know what to do about it, because I'm check to check. So I'm like, hey, I gotcha. I don't know what to do. I know that I'll keep raising awareness of what's going on. And if you can figure out a way to supplement, then I'm down. I'm not saying I'm doing it $1,000, but I'm down to donate $5, $10, $20 to our service workers.
Yeah.
I like that Walmart. Yeah. Was it Walmart that's increasing everybody's pay?
No, since I worked there.
It was Kroger.
Yeah, Kroger is doing the same thing that Walmart is doing also.
Okay.
They first check, they are giving everybody $300, and then the mid-April they are fast forwarding the bonus to, which is like every 3 months, so they're fast forwarding it to mid-April.
My birthday.
Yeah. So that's all that they're doing right now, and they're doing it as an appreciation for emergency workers is what we're being called right now.
And it's wild. Somebody brought up the point of people didn't want to pay service workers. Like, say they should not get these raises. They should not. They don't do enough. And then it's like, in a pandemic, who do we need the most?
Yeah, I heard that Amazon has complaints from their drivers and stuff that they feel easily disposable because they were given one disinfecting wipe to clean.
Yeah, I saw that.
Awful.
what the fuck?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
need
that's
to wake up
terrible.
and recognize in our
These people are
bouginess
putting their lives
who
at risk.
we need
Lives.
to
Daily.
be responsible.
Uber
the
drivers,
most.
Lyft, like
Uber drivers, Lyft,
hey,
Yeah,
hey.
it's real out there too because
putting
you
our
know,
life on the line every time we let somebody in the car.
The doctors, I mean, shit.
Yeah, we don't know. Well, and we don't know. We don't realize how much of our economy depends on this personnel and them getting up and doing their job every goddamn day. But that's one of the other things that's going to cause an economic slowdown. Lou, is having all of this service personnel out of work and not being able to do their business. It takes away money from the economy. It takes away from the money that workers have to spend, but it also takes away from the supply of things that we can buy, and that makes it bad.
And I wasn't suggesting anybody needed money. I was only suggesting that we should be appreciative of your sacrifices and maybe contribute if we could.
Yeah.
I was not implying that anybody needed money, for the record, because I'm getting cussed out in the comments. So I did not suggest that. I just suggested that we love our fellow man. Is that fair, JB?
I couldn't agree more.
Jeremy, that
I
fair?
completely agree.
Well, and you know, frankly, there are quite a few people who work in restaurants and those types of businesses who have now been laid off because I mean the restaurants can't stay open. This is their sole
Right.
livelihood.
Yes.
There are funds out there. There are non-for-profit organizations out there that are organizing to provide relief. And I don't just mean financial relief. I mean food and supplies to these service workers because I mean they're out of work, and you know a lot of those folks live check to check. Not all of them do. God bless the ones that don't.
Yeah.
But those that do, they really need help right now. And so you know we gotta do everything we can to look out for them. You know.
I'm fortunate to still be working. I'm in the training program to start my agency. I have a black agent, you know, that I'm mentoring under until I open my agency. Hopefully, end of the year. Looking at everything that's going on, I don't know if that's going to happen, but you know, as soon as possible, of course. And I want to say just really quickly, this is totally left field. It feels good to not work for white people. It feels good not to work for the
Amen
government.
to that.
I work for someone in a mentoring program to open my own agency that's a nigga like me.
Amen
And
to that.
it feels fucking amazing to learn from my brother and to get to the point where like white people can't look at me and go, oh, you used to rap, oh, you do a podcast and fire me or put me down or anything. Fuck them. I work for a nigga that got my back. And
Shaft, you work for the man.
I work for Shaft,
Nah.
yeah, right. And I'm being
Work for
taught
Shaft.
how to run my own business. And that just feels good. I just wanted to put that out there. It has nothing to do with nothing. But I just wanted to put that out there. And I hope that everybody gets to that point or gets to a point where you're this close to being 100% independent.
Amen to that.
And I just want that for you. That's all I got.
I hear that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And, you know, shout out to black businesses. Shout out to those black businesses and those black organizations out there who are really working to help people.
JB turning our listeners on. They're like, yeah, keep talking that econ talk, JB. They're putting the heart eyes and everything. Oh, tell me more. Tell me how to start a business. My pussy's wet. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Hey man, whatever works in this quarantine time, you know, hit me up. Talk about money all day.
Before we move on, if there is a scarce for face masks,
Yes.
Yeah.
if
What was it? The N95 was the one that we should all get.
Well, even just the regular
yeah,
ones,
but
there are
if
none.
you have any extras, or if you do see any extras, please donate to them to all these black businesses and all these other people that are like risking their lives, especially doctors and nurses. There is a
Absolutely.
heavy-
Mom and pop spots. Are we remembering to hit those? We're going to Publix and Kroger and Walmart. Are we hitting the mom and pop spots? Are we supporting them?
I am.
Because they need to.
Yes.
They need our love.
Yes.
Local businesses.
Walmart gonna be all right regardless.
Regardless, yes.
Yeah, that's real.
Hattie B's,
I'll be
may
fine.
not. Busy Bees, may not. I don't know. Joe's Chicken Shop, JoJo's Wings,
Well,
may not.
yeah, and look at those black businesses that are selling essentials in the hood too. You know, don't go to CVS, don't go to Kroger. If there's a corner store, hit them Bamas up. You know what I'm saying?
Please.
Like, if you know, if there's a local restaurant that, you know, and they're on top of this shit now watch them, you know, make sure that they're handling their shit.
Yeah.
You know, make sure they're handling your food with gloves and shit. But, you know, support those businesses, because doing that is a good way to spend your money in this crisis situation, believe it or not. Because you were doing something good for yourself, getting some essential items, getting food, whatever. Spending money on food is never a bad thing. Speaking as the diabetic, I will tell you that. Like,
We
I'm
gotta
never
go to the
going to cut
grocery
you
store
out. Yeah.
that we used to go to, the Black Owned Zone.
Oh,
What's her
the one
name?
jump.
What's her
Oh
name?
my God, Mel, what's her name? Mel, I know you listening.
Yeah, Mel knows.
Yeah, let us.
We
know.
gotta go out there.
Yeah,
I still
yeah.
follow her on Instagram and shit. I haven't been out there in a minute, but we need to go support her. And well, go ahead, JB.
I was like,
Ain't
I
nothing
just
wrong.
wanted to get that part out.
Yeah, ain't
So
nothing
we
wrong,
somebody
but it's in the
that
mind,
we should-
though.
Right,
It's in the
right.
mind, though.
yeah, you know, so we were talking about how dangerous this
What up, Ira?
this whole situation is in terms of the economy. And again, the reason why so many things are being done or so many ideas are being floated to try and fix the economy right now is, again, because of the issue of supply. Like, people who understand the way economics works understands that prices will go up. I don't know if you guys have noticed, those of you who have been to the supermarket recently, but shit like chicken and beef, if you haven't noticed, have doubled in price. At least they have in Georgia. I'm not kidding. I'm not speaking in hyperbole. They have. Chicken went from, like, you know, those pack of legs you get for, like, you know, I don't know, $5-6 and change. Now those are $9-10 and change in the supermarket today, right now.
Yeah.
You know, so prices will go up, which is why so many people are talking about economic relief and talking about writing checks for people or talking about doing something to fix the economy. Just trust me, kickbackers. I guarantee you that what the government is going to do will not help in the way that they say that it will. Inflation will increase. The economy will take a downturn. It just will. So stack your chips, you know, spend money on essentials. And what I mean by essentials, you know, I wouldn't normally recommend this, except we are in a crisis situation. Do research into your credit card companies. Figure out what extra dispensation they're offering for credit card holders right now, because a lot of them are, because they understand that we are in a crisis situation.
Facts.
Right? That means that you have that money available in case of emergencies when you need it. You need to be having money on hand for when you need it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And I'll say that I want you guys to just be careful and to be mindful. And thank you for everybody that tuned in, especially now that we created Worldwide Supply Chain. That is a fact. Just went shopping for beef in North Carolina, and it is a bit more. So, you know, we're validating what we're saying. The kickbackers are validating what we're saying, JB.
Yep.
I want you guys to be safe, and I want you to have fun. Like, this is some weird shit, and forgive me. Like, don't look at me like, you're crazy. Go get some video games. Go get some board games. Get apples to apples. Get Cards Against Humanity. Get Taboo. Play some shit. Get some shit that can entertain you. I'm doing the PlayStation. It's $9.99 a month for, I think it's PlayStation Now.
Yes.
Where I get all the games that they're offerings, like a Netflix for video games.
And there's a shit ton of games, yo.
I'm not gonna play all that shit.
Yeah. Well, shit,
It's
with this
available
quarantine
to me.
shit, you might, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I particularly am still working every day. JB, you are now in quarantine, but you're working from home.
Oh yeah, I'm working. I'll be working every day. I'll be up
In
normal
Germany,
business hours.
You're
every
working.
day.
You're still working.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
still.
I'm still
on the
working.
ground.
We're all three of us are still working, but it's cool to have some fun non-work shit to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Pornhub has a crazy coronavirus special. No, I'm playing. But nah, for real.
guy.
Ebony Amateur Orgasm is great. You should check it out. You should.
I will.
I checked it out today.
I will make this funny comment because Jimmy Kimmel actually said this. Shout out to Jimmy Kimmel, Trevor Noah,
Shout out Jimmy and
Seth
Trevor.
Meyers,
Trevor.
Stephen Colbert, because those
Barnett
guys.
Kickback.
Yeah, indeed, Podnet
Joe
Kickback.
Budden Podcast.
These are people who are still maintaining
Cocktails.
their shows, even though they're maintaining social distancing. So they're posting on YouTube, they're posting broadcasts, them inside of their house doing little mini shows.
Skip and
shit.
Shannon.
Yeah.
Keeping you
In
up to
LA,
date
Yeah,
also.
you gotta love that, and you gotta love the spirit of fun and the spirit of cohesiveness and togetherness they're trying to bring to this. That's what we all need to have, y'all.
Yeah.
We're
Hell
all
yeah.
in
Hold
this
on, JB. Finish your statement. While he's finishing, what's our next topic? You are making our next topic.
Yes.
You're the executive producer of the show. Give us the next topic, please.
Come on,
I'll
man.
have JB finish his statement, and hopefully by the time he's done, you have given us our next topic. So, JB.
Yeah, so all that lovely FaceTime shit and instant video shit and face chatting and video chatting shit that we can
And
do.
giving girls facials.
All of you ladies who like to post those videos of your pussy online, you might want to
Whoa.
consider actually just posting a video to your grandparents or to your parents or somebody, reminding them to stay healthy and to stay away from other people, because older people a lot of times don't understand what we mean by social distancing and why that's important. I know that my sisters and I have to jump on my parents daily, like, Mom, Dad, like, stay your ass in the house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
Now's the time to really use all of this technology we have to really try and stay together, and that's what I wanted to say about that.
Homeschooling the kids.
Yeah.
As you two are parents.
Ooh, this is
Let's
a good
talk
one.
about that. I have
This is
thoughts,
a
but
great
I'm not
one.
a parent, but I am a godparent. And yeah. But JB, I want you to jump into homeschooling the children.
This is a wonderful topic. Thank you, Ira, it was Ira who brought that up, right? Thank you for bringing this up. Nowadays, again, thank God we live in an age where the internet is so.
I was being an asshole.
Oh.
You go ahead and finish. It was me. I was
You
doing
telling jokes behind my back, nigga.
Yeah.
This motherfucker.
Yeah, I did it. Hey, you seen Ira? Yeah, I made a couple jokes.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, that is
Hey,
fucking.
Ira. All right, go ahead, JB.
Yo, but again with the internet, there's Google Classrooms, there's all kinds of different learning programs you can use now. Most schools, at least the schools in Fulton County, have also started online learning programs where the teachers are actually utilizing tools like Google Classrooms to post homework for the children. This is a great opportunity for you to beef up your kids' actual what I will call profitable technical skills. You know, it'll help them improve their typing and analytical skills because they're doing stuff in like Word and Excel to deliver homework and that kind of stuff. My children have actually been doing really, really well with this, just because they're used to technology and they're used to doing work online. Google Classrooms has been a part of their curriculum for years now. Now it is their sole curriculum, but their mom and I are like, hey, it's still a school day, motherfucker. Get up and go to school, which means get your ass up, even though you're not going nowhere. Get in the shower, get you some breakfast, and get to work. You know, the same way all of us need to be doing who are working remotely. And that's the last thing I'm going to say. Working remotely does not mean fucking around. Yeah. Working remotely does not mean bullshitting and drinking all day or smoking weed all day when you're supposed to be working. That's a real fucking good way to get fired. So, guys, I'm telling you this as a manager who is running a remote office. Get up, do your fucking job every fucking day, even if you're working remotely. Be clocked in, on time, on your shit, because they are monitoring. And those of you motherfuckers who think you're getting away with shit because you're working remotely, you might not have a job on the back end of this shit. Yeah. Real talk. Because they're looking at all of that shit. I'm telling you, I'm looking at all of that shit as a manager. And my employees who aren't up to snuff, like, at the end of this shit, there ain't gonna be as much money in the pot to pay everybody. Like, it just is what it is. Yeah. So those who are working hard, y'all know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like, so it's gonna be a labor competition.
Ladies who, you know, are in a position where you get a few minutes to yourself throughout all of this shit, and you use those few minutes to masturbate, send me the video. That's what I want to get across to America. Send me that video of you masturbating, ladies. Because, not that I want to see it, JB, but because I care. And because I want to know what's happening.
making sure you staying active, getting your cardiovascular.
I need you right. News new. Let me look at the comments. Hold up. So yes, okay, people agree with me. Send new all of our videos. Ladies are saying that.
No, they're really
okay,
not.
Not.
I'm reading.
In my mental mind, JB. In my mental mind.
I don't know what he's reading.
There's hope.
Okay. Oh shit! I was at her and Manny are doing STEM projects from Amazon and doing them at home together.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
Life cycles experiment and built a butterfly condo.
Hey,
that sounds crazy.
Yeah,
quality time.
Getting in there.
Yeah, I used to manage from home and we can see everything. Okay, so yeah, you know, reestablishing the point that managers can see what you do at home. I worked from home before I for that fuck ass company before I went into trying to run my own agency. I did work from home, and y'all saw the pictures and the videos, and yeah, they can see everything.
Yeah, it's not a game.
I am not always horny. Oh my God, you guys are the worst. You Facebook listeners, watchers are the worst. I am not always horny. I'm just horny all the time. It is a difference. I don't know what the difference is. Sorry. Okay. So and let's see.
Yeah, they job ready to move on, dude. They were like, new music.
New music. Okay. Well, we talked about Childish Gambino, right?
No, I don't know that we talked about it yet.
To do so. I know we didn't mention talk about The Weeknd also.
No.
Okay, well, Childish Gambino secretly released his album, first on his website, then on the streaming platforms. And I mentioned there was a lot of bass. I was like,
yeah, it was.
This shit is weird. This is a weird amount of bass. But getting through that, I liked it. I've only had one day of listening, but I liked it. It just was different. It was like exceptional bass, like weirdly amounts of bass.
Yeah, I mean, that intro was crazy. But then, the first couple of songs we listened to earlier just had a weird thing. It was like almost.
Party Next Door needs to hurry up and drop because he started this shit with The Weeknd and their little rivalry, and then the Dream jumping in, and we'll get to that. But I heard you, and I'm addressing you. And P&D better bring it, JB.
Yeah. I mean, Gambino. The first one was weird as fuck to me too. This one, the bass, it almost sounded like a mistake. It was so loud. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You really had to kind of mess with the settings a little bit to make it like almost not get on your nerves a little bit. But
the Dream, we're gonna talk about the Dream. That's my favorite artist. So we will talk about that. We're getting there. He's my favorite.
No doubt.
We're getting there, JB.
No doubt. Gambino's thing had this sort of kind of 90s synth kind of feel to it. Remember back in the 90s when all of that synth music was basically like pop music, like you heard it everywhere and everything was going on.
that.
Yeah. It sounded
And
like
Jeremy
that.
was born in 2001. So for him to remember it, it's amazing.
What? Hey, I'm a little young right now, so I gotta go.
But yeah, I dug it, and I'm interested in hearing some more, and getting a little deeper into it. First impression was weird as fuck, 90s feel, but again, that's Gambino though. Like he's kind of all over the place with his projects.
Atlanta, so.
Yeah, Childish Gambino gave us an interesting project.
Yeah.
There are songs I like, and anything we're talking about is on a Party and Kickback playlist, which some of you joined today, and I was so happy because I'm like, yeah, join the playlist or listen, and niggas don't do shit, and then sometimes they do it, and they do follow, and I see it on my phone. I know when you follow and when you don't. Like I know.
Right.
So today I felt kind of cool because people did follow.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, y'all are actually doing what we asked.
Hey, Imani just jumped on. What's up, y'all?
What up, Monster?
Hey.
So I'll say that music, we've gone through some different categories. And Childish Gambino, it was 90s. It was super bass. It was a little aggressive. But I think we'll like it.
Yeah.
It was
The
the
Weeknd.
It was the start of something.
It was the start of something. The Weeknd dropped.
Yep.
Jazz correctly called this 80s montage movie music.
Yeah, well played.
And I was like, what? What the hell does that mean? And I listened.
And then you listen.
And I was like, oh, yeah, you was right.
Okay.
This is 80s. This is 80s montage music. Right. Because I'm sitting there like, this sounds like Secret of My Success. Michael J. Fox was singing in the elevator. This sounds like some kind of wonderful.
Great fucking
The girl was
movie.
playing the drums.
Great fucking movie, by the way. Both excellent movies. Excellent.
This sounds like Goonies. This sounds like a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it at first because it sounded like that. But then I was like, you know what?
Hey.
This sounds okay. But I know what it is. It is not 2020 R&B. It is 1987 R&B.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
cool.
I think the thing that always throws me off when I hear that type of throwback shit, harkening back to those days new, is I just remember how much the synth was just a really prevalent and important part of music back in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
So when you evoke that kind of feel, I'm hearing all of that synth shit that we really, really, really fell out of love with in the mid to late, like in the late 90s. We were like, fuck. I mean, even in hip hop, niggas was like, fuck that synthesizer
Fuck
shit.
that shit.
Yeah, cause like the
We
West
gonna get a
Coast,
door band.
exactly. But then the West Coast started doing like all of that Parliament shit and started doing live instrumentation and shit. But then you had Tony, and Mint Condition and those types of bands come out in the mid to late '90s too. Again, live instrumentation, getting away from all of that synth shit.
Shut up, Second Wind.
Yeah, so we're hearing this like synthesizer type of shit now. So it's kind of throwing cats like me off a little bit because it's like, if we get away from that synthesizer shit, and that was back again, you know.
Krista said this weekend sucks. This sounds like that corny nigga in high school that think he can get girls by trying to sing like Michael Jackson. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Yeah,
I ain't saying that was Kristen. That was Kristen Owens. It wasn't me.
yeah. I never sang like Michael Jackson trying to get the girls. That wasn't the way to get the girls. Singing like Michael Jackson wasn't the way to get the girls.
I tried it. I was like,
you.
so I've learned.
And that's why he became a rapper.
And where to get you? Where to get you?
That's why he became a rapper.
Yeah. Where that path lead to?
Yeah.
So I've learned that love needs expression, but I learned.
Nah. I was taking the Teddy Pendergrass approach to singing to
Come and go with me.
Come on and go with me.
Come on over to my place.
Yeah, you got what I need.
Go ahead, Brandon's on the stage. Alright, let me see what people talking about. Let me see. So I didn't want to get, you know,
Okay, I hated that new shit that came out. Hated it. Tell us how you really feel.
Right. So, since y'all didn't give us any new topics, we're going to a topic of our own.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about the coronavirus.
Okay.
Might as well.
We ain't got a month from it.
Nope.
We can't.
We can't. I am still working Monday through Friday. I'm in an office where there's only 2 to 3 people, but I am still working. And JB, your office shut down,
Yeah.
so you're working remotely.
Yep. We officially shut down Friday. So I was working in the office up until literally Friday afternoon. We decided building's closed now.
Jeremy, you're working amongst American people.
Yes, I am.
Break that down.
The store, well, my store has now closed the store, I believe, 8 or 7 p.m. and reopens to customers to 7 a.m. We do open now an hour early for only elderly people.
Wow.
So they can do their own hour shopping to themselves.
That's awesome.
what's up.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
That's what's up.
Yes.
That-
Hold up,
shout
man.
out
This
to
is Walmart.
That's
This is
amazing.
Walmart.
This is I am very happy to hear that.
Once
That's
a week,
amazing.
they also give us employees and associates also an hour to shop on our own to gather our own supplies. So that
Say
is
that one more time. Explain what's exactly going on. One more time for me.
so. As I will say it again, I work Monday night through all the way through Saturday morning. I get off 8 a.m. It is quite hectic. Supplies are low. We still get of what we need, but once a week, only associates will be able to shop and go through the store to get what we need. We also open, as I will say it again, an hour early, 6 a.m. through 7 p.m. Sometimes it will be 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. No, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. for only, I will say it again, only elderly people to shop on their own to get what they need. All you
That's
young folks,
That's great.
get the fuck out the way and
That's
let them
great.
through.
That's great. We gotta respect
Yeah, that's
our
amazing.
elders, man.
That's
We
really
gotta make
good.
sure they straight. And I I don't know if you guys do it, but I am so bad. I don't call Aunt Joyce, my Aunt Joyce, who's my mother, who's the only mother I've had the last 30 years. I don't call her as much as I should because I'm just full of shit and I be bullshitting. But I'm very happy to know that she has resources in place. And I need to call her. I'm going to call Aunt Joyce tonight. I'm telling everybody in the world, I'm calling Aunt Joyce tonight. But thank you, Jeremy, for that insight.
Also, please, within all these stores, read them goddamn signs that are on these shelves to take. Some stores will say 1 item or 2 items per person.
Yeah, no, they told me straight up. It was like you only get one roll.
And it's not just paper towels. It is not fucking hand sanitizer only. It is also food and other necessities.
Stop being selfish. Stop being so scared that you're willing to be selfish for the world.
Yeah.
I grabbed a roll. I grabbed 2 rolls of tissue, and they were like, "You only get 1." And then the dude told me like, "Hey dog, this the pack to get. You can only get 1. Get this one."
Yeah, the 1,000 sheet jumps.
The 1,000 sheet, yeah. And that's what I got, and I didn't feel a way about it because I knew what it felt like when I was down to 2 rolls of toilet tissue. I shit like 3 times a day. I don't shit like a normal human. I shit beyond that. Like, really beyond that.
Personal information for you kickbackers, just in
Yeah.
case you
Yeah,
didn't know.
because you didn't know.
New shit's a lot.
And I like my ass licked as well. So I like to be super clean.
That's his other way of getting his ass clean, I guess I'll put it. No information that we need to know, but it was new.
If you quarantine with new, I think you want to make sure y'all got some toilet paper in this motherfucker.
Because you licking my ass, boo.
Bring some baby wipes or something.
Kerry Hilson, Ashanti, and Facebook friends. Yeah, you're licking my ass.
Yeah.
So aside from that,
Yeah, cut the corny shit out, y'all. Like
Seriously.
Yeah, my sis just said one dude in the store bought 5 cases of water just for himself, like solo. Like really, nigga.
yeah, I live a lot by myself. I got 2 cases of water.
It
I got
is you,
one.
but
That's
know
just-
that there are
and
other
I got
fucking
some extra,
families.
but
There are
that's
other
what I'm
fucking
saying.
kids. These kids are not going to goddamn school.
Thank you. Thank you.
All this lunch and breakfast is not what they are getting that most of these families need for their kids to get because they
Yeah.
can't fucking afford it.
Yeah, that's
Take
real.
into consideration for this shit. Seriously.
Yeah, it's
most of these
not
kids
just
are
you.
3, 2, all the way up to middle school and elementary school and
What
high
up,
school.
CC?
Yeah, let's not be dumb.
Come on now. Come on.
Don't be dumb, y'all. Don't be dumb with the supplies at the grocery
Yeah,
store.
and y'all supposed to be coming up with our topics. So I'm gonna give you a chance to come up with the next topic as I bring up the next topic. Because y'all are not doing your job. Kick back girls!
We talked
You're
about that.
supposed to be telling us what to talk about.
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about that remote monitoring shit. Yeah, this is the manager. Y'all about to get written up. Y'all not doing your
Write 'em
job.
up, JB. Write 'em
Y'all
up.
not doing your job. Come on.
So-
save yourself from water bottles and stuff to get filters also.
Yeah, that's
Boom,
the point.
boom.
Just
Yeah.
saying.
Boom.
Yeah.
That saves you a shit ton of time and a shit ton of money also.
Let's talk
And it
about-
saves a shit ton of trash also.
Yeah. Let's talk about working out. Now, I am not the best worker outer. I'm a bullshit worker outer. And JB be hitting me like, "Hey, let's go to the course. Let's go to this course." And because of the courses we've gone to, I've had some really great workouts. But for the rest of you who are working from home, that are concerned about working out and being in shape and making sure you're in good health, you gotta do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So USA Today and the CDC and CNN actually recommend that people go outside to exercise. Now maintain social distancing. Don't go
Like
to
we're
the-
doing here.
Yeah, don't
You've
go
never
to
seen this much space between us.
No. And
So,
how long have we been doing this?
Look again.
8 years.
Yeah.
Come on.
8 years.
Come on.
So
this
you
is how
can-
serious it is.
You
Yeah.
can maintain your social distance and still get outside, jog, exercise. You know, nobody's saying, you know, do a shirts and skins, you know, full court basketball game or play tackle football or, go to trapeze and no shit like that. But you can go
But
outside.
if you do go to trapeze, never go ahead.
Don't go to trapeze. Not now. No.
And if,
Don't-
and
don't
if
do
you're
it.
two women that are thinking going to trapeze together, don't come to my apartment.
Oh.
You two ladies,
bring,
come here.
bring your thermometer and test
Come
your-
here and
Bring
come
some
here.
wipes. Take note what your job might be.
Yeah, I just gave you
It was an
Shadow
ad.
5.
Yep.
Shadow 5. So, hey, you remember that shit on Demolition Man? That's what we've turned into.
Oh yes,
You
yes,
couldn't
yes.
touch nobody in Demolition
No.
Man. They didn't even have sex
None.
with like physical sex. They had virtual reality sex in Demolition Man. That shit was crazy. And they would give
yeah.
I had virtual
they would
reality
give each other
sex.
5 and they would go like
With a
this.
rally
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yes. Oh man.
Ladies, I've had virtual sex with most of you.
Without
Just so
equipment.
you know, I have fucked the shit out of a lot of you.
Oh man.
Oh, this
Go on, JB. But ladies, yes, I've blown your backs out.
So yeah, go ahead and exercise. Because exercising will keep you healthy. Exercising will keep your airways clear. It will improve your circulation, your cardiovascular condition. All of these things are good for maintaining health. If you are running a low-grade fever, like a little bit of exercise can really, really help kickstart your immune system. So stay active. My homeboy Percy actually posted yesterday in our Facebook group push-ups, pull-ups, lat pulls, raises,
Pull-ups. There
planks.
is a method that I saw now about pull-ups. You can use a towel, roll it up,
Yeah.
and then fold it, and then hang it on the door. The roll that you rolled up goes on the other side, and then you close the door and you just
Oh
pull-
yeah,
pull
I've seen
yourself
that.
up
I've
doing
seen
that.
that. I've seen that. You can wrap it around the 2 door handles and pull
You can do that
pull up
up,
from a seated
Okay,
position. I've
okay.
seen
There
that
are
one, too.
options.
Yeah, there are
Now
lots
is
of
the time
options.
to use your damn imagination.
Use your imagination
Indeed, indeed.
and put your tongue in that girl butt. You should do it. I would do it. You should do it. Put your tongue in her asshole.
This guy.
I'm just saying.
Awesome. Yeah. So yeah.
Going on.
Yeah. Healthy exercise. Healthy exercise. Do y'all think there's gonna be a baby boom behind this whole?
Hell yeah.
Y'all think
Did
so?
y'all see
I'm
about the nickname for the baby boomers?
What is it?
Well,
Corona babies?
quarantines.
Quarantines.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get one of y'all pregnant because I've been trying to get y'all pregnant to begin with. So in this situation, I'm not that I'm being
We
reckless.
don't need any more new baby news going around.
We do. We need baby news. I'm gonna get one of y'all
Look at
pregnant.
his face. No, we don't. No.
I'm getting one of y'all pregnant and doing this apocalypse holocaust. Somebody gonna get these babies.
Apocalypse Holocaust.
Oh,
Okay.
Somebody getting these babies.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
One of y'all getting these babies and one of y'all happy about it.
Kristen, you be sleeping and snacking and stuff. Well, you can sleep, snack, and work out. It's 24 hours in a day, baby.
Yes.
You can do all of that shit.
Shorty said I can't get nobody pregnant when I put my tongue in their ass. You don't know what I'm capable of.
Oh, man.
Don't judge me.
Oh, man.
I'm capable of a lot.
That sounds like a bad anime movie.
Its own category on Pornhub.
Right. I got you, boo.
Oh, man.
Sound like some hentai shit.
Woo!
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. I was like, yo, some of that shit be crazy.
How is your imagination?
Pornhub has a whole category that's anime called hentai, and that shit is, oh my god.
Now, I particularly only watch Ebony Orgasm. I'll do different versions, but it's Ebony Amateur Orgasm. That's me personally. Don't worry about what I watch. You guys watch what you like.
I mean, it's a little too late about not worrying about what you
Yeah.
Right.
Chris is still trying to change the subject. She like,
I
where did y'all
know
niggas go?
I love you talking.
But Netflix, though.
Your nasty ass.
But Netflix.
They've been doing the NBA and the sports simulation with 2K so that we can finish the season. That's been interesting.
It has.
I haven't
I've been
watched
seeing
a
people,
lot
I've
of
been seeing
it.
people bet on it.
But
also.
people are betting on it and watching it. Like they're playing the Lakers versus the Clippers, and then people are watching the simulation on 2K. That's interesting.
Very, yeah.
That's kind of dope,
I
actually.
mean, even when I was young, I kind of did a similar thing, but I never played the game because if you don't play the game for a while, like show like a little preview of like the game, like creating its own little team and just playing it like through and stuff. Even like through Tekken and stuff, would just be showing two dudes just going at it and stuff. Like, oh, who's gonna win? Oh no, you got knocked the fuck out.
Right.
Yep. All right, well, it is what it is. Time to play.
And while we have the choice with the internet, I'm gonna enjoy this shit.
Why not?
I'm gonna play it and I'm gonna watch it.
Why not?
And I hope you guys do too. If you want to play us, mine is, I think I'm New Hefner. I think that's my shit. New HEFFNA. I'm probably gonna change it to No Breaks No. But you can find me online.
Mine is JB Frank. You can find me easily. Some of you have, actually. Thank you.
And mine is Achilles Reborn.
Achilles Reborn.
Easy to remember.
Yeah, friend us on PlayStation.
Yep.
We'll whoop your ass in a couple of games.
Yeah, we with it. We with all the shit.
Come on now.
We with the shit.
Happy to.
I'm
Yeah.
heavy on
We
it.
with the shits. Beat your ass.
Tekken 7 online was actually kind of fun. Have you ever
Yeah,
played Tekken online? That shit is fun as fuck.
I mean, they got my favorite character on there now, Mr. Hitman, Wing Chun style.
Yeah.
I got it downloaded.
Yes, you gotta get on it. You gotta
I'm
get
getting
on
that
it.
shit tonight.
Yes.
I'm getting that shit tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I forgot about him.
They got him on
Yo,
there. And,
oh my God.
it's a black dude out
Hold
of
up.
the future.
Oh my god. I love
Digital
it.
porn is the shit. JB hit my inbox. I know you got some good shit. They don't have to know.
What?
Whoa.
What? I don't even see what you're seeing right now.
What?
I don't see that at all.
Okay.
Going back.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's shit real out here.
All right.
Before we get out of here, I hope you guys are well. I hope you're in good spirits. I hope you listen to music or listen to the music podcast or whatever you got to do. I also hope you listen to us. And we love you. We riding with you. We trying to figure this shit out the same as you are.
Goddamn
We are
right.
here with you.
We are here
Goddamn
with
right.
you. And anything you guys want to add?
Hey man, be safe. God bless. We will see y'all tomorrow on Monday. These motherfuckers singing in unison. Choir back here. That shit felt great.
Yep.
I had my own little chorus.
And you can watch us on YouTube. You can watch us on Facebook Live. You can listen on all the podcast sites. We have now had the social distance from doing the show. Who knows if we have to do that next week or not. But this week we were all in the room together.
Yes.
We were on separate sides of the room,
Yeah.
but we were in the room together.
We are here
And if
together.
if next week we have to do something different, we'll let you know.
Indeed.
But right now we're in the room together. That's to give you guys hope and good feelings. And be careful. Just do what you gotta do and be smart. And
Care for others, please.
care for others.
Yeah.
Like I cleaned and sprayed and did everything as if I had it already, so that they wouldn't get it.
Thank you for that.
And I think that's how we should all act.
Absolutely.
We should all act like we got it
Well
already.
fucking put. Exactly.
Boom.
Thank you.
And what can we do to keep from spreading it? I acted literally today like I already had it. To protect my brothers and sisters. And we gonna play some man. Leaving here and us playing something
Indeed.
with this world we living in.
Indeed.
So we're gonna get out of here. Fam, is that fair? We get out of here?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
We love you. We are rooting for you. We are your biggest fans. We are your biggest supporters.
And if you want to jam out after, who do you go to on Instagram?
Nigga, go to our partner and kick back and go to No Breaks New. And if you don't see us, then go to DJ D Nice.
Hey! Yep.
Matter of fact, I'll be honest. We're gonna put on D Nice right now while we're playing Madden or Live 2K or Grand Theft Auto, whatever we choose to play. We love you. We I'm not saying it for me. JB, do you love him?
Absolutely. I love him.
Jeremy, do you love him?
Deep love from the heart.
We love you. We're here for you.
There's no
And
exaggeration.
No exaggeration. And we're happy. And we're going to go to D Nice's party and put the music on, but we're going to play video games.
Yeah.
So we're right there with you. And thank you for being here with us. And the love is absolutely real.
Real.
And I pray for you, we pray for you and your families. I don't use the word prayer because I'm like 5% of God's body, so I mostly say send positive energy. But for the sake of argument, we're praying for you. And we're praying for your family and your loved ones and the entire United States and the entire planet.
Yes.
Russia, Germany, Asia, Japan, we love y'all and we praying for y'all.
That's real.
And we riding with y'all. Am I lying?
No, not at all.
No.
We love y'all. One final word, something silly, something goofy, just to make our people feel good. I'll start it and I'll say, Ashanti, I did all this for you, boo. And I hope that makes y'all laugh at me for my desperation. But let's give him something stupid, JB. Give him something goofy. You can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth. Jeremy, give him Jeremy. Something good.
Let me look to my woman. Let's try anal.
I only think they go She missed it. The code.
One more time.
We said some crazy shit. We need to hear.
Repeat it. Let's try anal.
Look at her face.
Been doing.
She said, I feel that's what we've been doing.
I love it.
So we love y'all. Hope you enjoy your Sunday night and your next week. And we will be here with you every day of the week. We love you. We riding with you. And we're going to be goofy with you. And enjoy your fucking time, man.
Yes.
Enjoy yourself.
Yes.
We love you.
Yeah.
Uno, we are. What?
Don't you know that's why it's called Disney Plus and Thrust?
Disney Plus and Thrust. You can Netflix and chill. You can Stars and Bars, and you can Disney Plus and Thrust.
Hey.
It's available.
Hey. All right.
Love y'all. You hear me?
Hulu and pull through.
Hey.
We are Hulu and Pull Through. We are out.